or you seen or you know about that we didn't have back when we were young.
Well, you did.
Oh, say that a little louder. I don't like how you whisper that. Say it a little louder. Make sure they heard it.
Y'all did not have regular phones. Y'all had flip phones.
Well, she said phones. She just said phones. Wait a minute. Y'all going like 100 miles. Y'all going 100 miles an hour. You say we don't have phones, and you say flip phones are bad. What in the world? Welcome, beautiful universe, to the wonderful world of. I don't even know what we're calling this because it's technically not my show. Don't be fooled by the fact that you see an adult sitting here amongst two lovely young ladies. This is actually a show created for them. I'm just a facilitator. Welcome to Don't Argue with Children. This show is all about their topic matters, the things they want to talk about, the things that go on in their minds, what they want to speak about, and I'm just here to be the glue. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I am the architect. Welcome in, beautiful universe. And feel free to introduce yourself. Whoever wants to go first, go first. I want to see if this turns into an argument.
Hi, my name is Zaria, and I'm his daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
Who said it?
You.
I don't want to call him saying that, but if you say so.
Hi, I'm Jashaya, and I am his daughter also.
Oh, two indictments, huh? So, what are we here for? What are we planning on doing? I mean, you guys have asked for this moment. Welcome to my channel. I just want to be there one time. You asked for this moment, so what are we looking to do?
Well, basically, we're talking about what we want to change in our life.
What you want to change in your life? It sounds like an awfully serious show. Like, how much you got to change at 10 years old?
Not really a lot.
Okay.
Not really nothing.
Not really nothing. Okay. So that's what you came on to talk about? What you want to change in your life? What do you want to talk about? Yeah, the world needs to hear you. You know, be like you are when I don't want you talking and making all that noise. Let the world hear you.
My goals, things I want to cut off: eating, fitness.
Oh, that sounds stressful, man. Shoot.
School, and
we ain't talking about no, you can't give them pre-production. We're not talking about what's on the list. Just what do you want to talk about?
my goals.
Your goals. You got goals. Okay, well let's jump right into it because you said that twice already. What in the world are your goals at this point? Because you seem to be awfully focused on these goals.
To be better in math.
Be better in math. Okay, I can surely agree with that. Man, I feel like I need to get me a cup of coffee and
Popcorn.
like some Xanax or something to relieve my stress. Wow, I didn't know this is what I was coming into, but feel free, tell me more about your goals.
Stop eating so much stuff.
Stop eating so much stuff, so much junk. Okay, why do you want to do that? Because somebody told you to, and you think that this is going. What do you think this is going to do for you?
Help me out, like, I don't know, this, and we gonna help me be like you and Bobby.
Okay, you want to be like an adult?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. How old are you?
8.
But you want to be like a dog already?
Yeah,
You sure?
I guess that's a good match with you, Mama.
You just start the fast with me and mommy. Okay. Well, I mean, nothing. So you want to do the next one? Is what you saying? There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. I'm gonna hold you to that. So, back to you, Miss. Need to change my life. What is it about your life that just needs to change? I am intrigued to know. I am definitely interested.
Yeah, me too.
I didn't mean to say that.
But you said it.
But my goals, I want to do better on my grades
Do better on your grades, okay?
and my math because we are starting fractions, divided fractions and all that, and it's confusing me. And I want to start cutting off like eating Chipotle and Subway. And all
Oh,
that
what?
stuff.
So, hold on, pause. Oh, say that again one more time.
Cut off eating.
I want to cut off.
Let me see. I gotta hear this from her.
I want to cut off eating Chipotle and Subway a lot
Chipotle and Subway. Why is that?
because I want to be fit so I can start track.
So you can start. So let me ask you, what does it mean to be fit?
eating healthy things and not eating fast food.
Not eating fast food. Okay. So what do you think this is going to do for you? So you want to start track. So you think this is what is, first of all, what is healthy things? Let's start there.
Fruits and vegetables and like protein.
So you mean to tell me that you're going to make a conscious effort to start eating fruits and vegetables and stuff like that, and not pizza rolls and flaming hot Cheetos and flaming hot Funyuns and what else y'all into? What else y'all like to eat now?
Hot fries.
Tacos. Okay, tacos. Okay, what else?
Hot fries.
Well, you said that hot fries, all right.
Not Cheetos.
I know hot fries was when I was a kid. Y'all honestly believe that y'all are discovering new things. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Fortnite.
I got you. You're gonna patronize me now like hot fries wasn't out when I was a kid or something like that. But go ahead, finish your list.
Whoa, you said like some things that wasn't in your days.
What?
Fortnite, you say Fortnite dance.
How do we get to Fortnite? We talking about food. You jumping the gun. Let's stick with the food.
We eat like a lot of ice cream from like grandma's house and stuff.
So grandma's the culprit. Get y'all eating this junk food.
Yes.
All right, so what else is on the list? I'm interested to hear this list of all this stuff you're going to bring to me that was out when I was a kid, like hot fries, for instance, flaming hot Cheetos. Those are things that were out when I was a kid. FYI.
Candy.
What type of candy?
Peach rings.
Yeah.
Peach rings was out when I was a kid.
Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers, you gotta stay in frame, little girl.
Jolly Ranchers.
Jolly Ranchers was out when I was a kid. What else you got?
Gummy bears.
Scorpio.
When I was a kid, Scorpio.
Yeah.
Sound like a zodiac sign. What color is Scorpio?
So it's this type of candy. Is that a candy store?
Have you had?
Oh my God, them suckers that got the books? No.
No, I haven't. I want.
So this is like a YouTube.
Y'all didn't have suckers with bugs in it.
Who wants that? Who wants several
Who has video, like who do video?
So they don't want it because they actually like it. They want it to entertain people.
Yeah, like somebody that we watch almost.
So okay. Let's stick with this zodiac sign candy. What is Scorpio?
Scorpio was me.
Yeah.
Nobody wanna
Okay.
eat you.
I get that. But what is this candy, Scorpio?
It's like flavor, so you got like cream cheese, cheddar, sour cream and onion.
This is candy? What kind of candy is this? That's not candy flavors.
No, but it's in the candy aisle.
Okay.
What the heck is you talking about?
You know, Brandon Ferris.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that must be something you
Japanese. Did y'all have Japanese snacks?
Mexican.
Like cheese?
Don't pause. Did you have Japanese snacks? Have you ever had a Japanese snack?
Yeah.
When? What?
I don't.
So the answer is no for all of us. Nobody has ever had a Japanese snack
I
here.
had a Mexican snack before.
What?
It was like it's in a stew, and then you take the top off, and then you like squeeze it. And it's like, you know how you get like these cheese when you grate it? It's like that, but it's flavored.
Cheese when you grate it?
No, like I
It
don't
sounds
know.
more like toothpaste to me.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, like toothpaste kind of,
Yeah.
but it's not.
So what is it?
I don't know.
So you just ate it, you don't know what it is. No wonder you want to change your life. You over here eating stuff you don't even know what you want in your body.
It might be something bad for me.
It's like gummy something. It tastes gummy, but it's not really gummy. It's like gum.
I want to
Did
say
y'all have
I want to say I had
raspberry?
some
Did y'all
of
have
that.
raspberry gummies in your room?
I'm sure we probably did. We had gummy bears. It's the same gummy bears that you guys had.
Okay, the reason why she said that is because I said I had raspberry gummies, but it wasn't really raspberry gummies. I just said it. Because I had the raspberry.
See, this is why you can't believe everything she says.
They were gummies.
Can't let people lead you astray.
Flavored. And I was eating all the raspberries, so I said raspberry gummies. That's where she got me from.
So you're making up stuff like the Scorpio candy and stuff that's like,
They're not fake.
I haven't seen it before.
I'll show you after this.
Okay, yeah, interested. So do you believe that everything that you see on YouTube or on the internet is real?
No.
Okay, so tell me what's real and what's fake.
Okay,
no.
Because listening to y'all, everything that y'all talk about seems to be real. Okay.
Candy.
Okay.
They got the bugs in it. That's actually
real. I saw them.
Yes.
The
Okay.
candy, the sucker.
Black soda.
Did you see it in person?
Yes.
Who? Where?
when we went with grandma and we went to All City Candy, it was in this candy aisle.
Real bugs.
Yeah,
Not
no,
shape
no.
bugs.
No, real bugs.
That's what we talking about. What?
Real bugs.
Real bugs.
Inside.
So you talking about All City Candy that's like 10 minutes down the street. We can go see real bugs in the candy right now.
Yes.
I
And
don't
Bark
need more
soda.
Bark soda. What you talking about, Bark soda?
That is real. Bark soda. is
Duh, we
real.
got that in the kitchen. What are you talking about? We talking about stuff that you see on the internet.
And we don't have bark soda.
We do have it. We might not have it right at this moment, but we have it. It's something you can buy at the store. We talking about what you see on the internet. What's the difference between real and fake on the internet?
Okay.
You can tell me about what you say, Brandon Ferris, and you got guava
The
juice.
cheese,
and all these people y'all talking about.
cheese is actually real.
What?
Cheese, it's called cheese.
Sound like you're saying Jesus, but you say it like real sophisticated. Jesus. Jesus.
It's called cheese. It's like shaped like triangle cheese,
Triangle cheese.
and it got like the
Like a cheese wedge? Swiss cheese?
Yeah, but it's triangle though.
That's
Yeah, like Swiss cheese.
Yes.
Swiss cheese has holes in it.
Yes, but it's triangle.
But what
What
is
color
cheese?
is it?
It's orange. It's not orange.
It's white,
No,
Yeah.
yellow.
light yellow.
So
Yes.
so what
Like
type of
Swiss
cheese
cheese.
is that?
Yes.
Swiss cheese is white.
Light yellow to white.
Basically.
Oh.
And
But
that's what it
whatever.
looks
But
like.
it's basically cheese that you can probably get from anywhere.
No.
So what's so special about this cheese up?
Because from Japan,
Oh, we have no.
and Brandon Ferris had ate it.
But he live in California.
But still, he's going away to Japan and eat it.
Or he can just get it shipped to him. Yeah.
Okay, knowledge. Nothing. Moving on. Okay, so what else? What else is real and fake? We might as well just stay here since we're here. What else is real and fake in your world? In this world that you guys have discovered?
Pokemon
that nobody
treats is fake.
Pokemon what?
Yes, they have like these blue Pokemon treats that look like a stick. And it has no flavor.
Okay, it's a treat. It's probably for a dog.
What in the, where do you get your theories from? How do you just jump to the conclusion that it's a treat probably for a dog?
Cause she said they don't have no flavors.
How do you know that dog treats don't have any flavor?
I'm not saying I haven't tried it, but I wanted to try
You
no dog
assume.
treat.
You might get the rainbow thing over the top of our head. The word
Yes.
assume.
Yeah, I see that.
Imagination.
Exactly. Yeah, just like that. But it's assume. So you just assume that dog treats don't have any taste. Okay. Just asking questions here. Anything else before we move on that's real in your world that you okay. I want to deal with this one if you don't mind me asking this question. I want to know, since you guys are always dropping knowledge on me about stuff that we didn't know about. Tell me some things that you guys have discovered or you've seen or you know about that we didn't have back when we were younger.
Well, you did.
Oh, say that a little louder. I don't like how you whisper that. Say it a little louder. Make sure they hear it.
Y'all did not have regular phones. Y'all had flip phones.
Well, she said phones. She just said phones. Wait a minute. Y'all going like 100 miles. Y'all going 100 miles an hour. You say we don't have phones, and you say flip phones are bad. What in the world?
Flip phones are not bad.
At least you got a phone, but like, I don't
But kids these days still have flip phones and they love them.
Yeah.
You know,
They're just-
they're supposed to be coming back, right? The Razor's supposed to be coming back out.
The
Motorola
Razor.
Razor. And y'all gonna think this is the greatest invention since sliced bread? That's a flip phone?
It's like bread.
See, that's an old school term. See, that's something you don't know about. The
Yeah, well,
best, the best thing since sliced bread. But hold on, before you get there, we're still talking about the phones. First of all, have you guys even heard of Alexander Graham Bell?
No.
Do you know how long ago the phone was invented?
I'm sorry, I just don't know.
Okay.
Why do they call it cell phones if it's phone?
Because now the version that you guys are so privy to is a cellular phone. It's based off of the usage of cellular towers and radio frequencies that allow you to be able to use your phone cordless in practically anywhere. Back in our days when we used phones, because we had them,
I don't get
they were
that.
called landline phones.
landline.
Meaning that they had to be attached to a terrestrial circuit. So like all these cords you see around the studio, there's something similar to that. Or you know how the internet plugs into the back of the desktop computer?
Yeah.
So it was a similar cord like that. I want to say it was an R45 jack, if I'm correct. Don't quote me on that one. I'm almost 100% positive that was the name of the smaller version, and you plug that into a phone. Usually you mount them on the wall. Sometimes you have them on a table or something like that, and that's how you receive phone calls. So that's what we had back in the day. And then before that, what my parents and my grandparents, they had what's called a rotary phone. The rotary phone, you had the little numbers inside the circle, and you had to turn the thing, and you had to make it dial like that. And you had to dial the numbers in. You couldn't call Google or Siri to ask them to do to call anybody for you. You didn't have numbers saved in your phone. You had to actually memorize numbers back in the day.
My phone, I'd be like, hey Siri, call mom.
That's what I do.
Couldn't do that.
Hey Google. Hey Google, call mom. That's just said, hey Google, she pick up. Like, hey Google, call mom. Hey Google, call dad. But I don't really call dad.
No, you had to memorize. You had to actually memorize triple numbers back in the day.
But why when like say if I have emojis for mom, it say every single detail. Like, so I'd be like, hey Siri, call mom. She'd be like, okay, call mom.
Because Siri is a software program that is programmed to read everything in its literal sense.
But then my question.
So there's not context, nuance, or nuance to what you do. It literally reads it as it is. So it's gonna, if you put your name, emoji, it's gonna read your name and whatever those emojis are. It doesn't know that, oh, this is a word. Oh, this is an emoji. It doesn't know that different yet. It doesn't know tonal inflection and doesn't really differentiate so greatly the difference between punctuations and what's supposed to happen. Yeah, Google's the same way.
Oh, I thought Google was better than Siri.
I mean, that's a debate we can have. But, I mean, they're pretty much the same thing.
iPhones are better than Google.
No. Androids are better than iPhones.
iPhones are better than Android.
I have both, so I have no dog.
Yeah, you sure do.
I have no dog in this fight. So okay, as you pretend to teach me about all the stuff that we didn't have when we were younger, I'm going to teach you all the old school sayings. So we have greatest things to slice bread, and I have no dog in this fight. What does it mean? What does it mean?
I think I know. I had no dog in this fight. Like,
What does that mean?
I think like say when you said that you have both, like you can't depend because you.
I have no dependence in this fight.
Well, y'all are close. I don't know why I use the word depend, but y'all are close. I don't have a side in this matter. I won't pick a side either way.
Because you have both.
Man, well, in this case, it's because I have both, but it might be because I'm indifferent on the subject matter. I don't want to be involved, but yeah, I don't have a side that I'm taking. So
yeah.
Close enough. Okay, so what else you got? So what else is that? So that was breaking news. We didn't have phones back in the day. What else did we not have that you guys have? And flip phones are not bad, FYI. I don't know who told you that. It's just a natural evolution.
I wanted a flip phone.
You just wanted any phone at some point.
A what?
I wanted a flip phone before.
What do you call that?
I said any phone, any type of phone.
Annie.
You just wanted a phone, period. So okay, what else? What else you got?
But
Because you're not talking.
I don't know. Did y'all have computers?
Yes. Let me say something.
Nah, I don't have that.
Hold up. Let me say something about them your computer.
Okay, well tell us about when we had computers.
Well, not when y'all. I'm talking about when grandma and them.
Okay.
I don't even know if it was computers. Like, say something. I'm trying to look up something. It take you 28 million hours to look it up.
Those were the
Y'all
days.
called
And we thought we were killing it. It was the best thing ever to have dial-up. That's another thing that came through a landline phone. So you have to either unplug your phone and plug it into your computer, or if you was rich, you have two phone lines. You have two phone lines, one for your phone and one for your internet. And then when you turn it on, it makes all those sounds that come on. And boy, the wonderful world of the web was opened up, and it was the best thing ever. We would wait that 5 minutes in order to be able to get on.
Why would y'all want to wait?
Because that was the only option.
How do y'all make that?
I want to look it up.
Can you make that horizon sound when you turn on the computer?
What is this playing with? Which one? You talking about?
Horizon, she said.
It's Windows actually, but I know it's
Yeah, Windows.
Maybe we'll add the sound effect in post.
Yay!
So that was back then. We didn't know about high-speed internet and broadband and 2G, 3G, 4G, and now 5G. None of that existed. So dial-up, to be able to dial up, and then you did. Then back in the day when you got those AOL CDs, because we had to get it off of the CD and it say welcome.
Welcome to Windows.
No, No, I didn't say you just taking too deep.
You've got
said,
mail.
Welcome. You get on and it says you have mail. And you check your mail. You know,
I heard that.
Yeah,
I
five people that may have emailed you before. You don't get hundreds of emails like you get now. It's only preferably about 5 people that actually emailed you, and bam, there you go.
I want that type of one. I don't want to be like.
20
I don't want
emails.
to be like this. I don't want to keep doing this. Be like, oh, I got email. I want to be like, you got email. I'll be like, oh, okay, I got email.
Or you can just look at the alert that comes across your phone. Now you don't even have to go on the computer.
Moms don't do that.
But back in the day, it was the bomb. So you can't necessarily say something is better or worse. Everything evolves and get better as it's supposed to. So if you guys get to my age one day and you have kids, they're going to talk about your little goofy little iPhone. Like you had an iPhone back in the day. Ew. You used to play on the iPhone. They're going to say the same thing that you're trying to say about my iPhone.
Well, I'm
Or my flip phone.
Wait, she said when we have kids, she don't even want kids. Something wrong with her.
Yeah, we will talk about that in another episode. But hey, man, each his own, man. You know, it ain't no lot to
They be like, oh, y'all play with iPhones. You have to.
But mommy's gonna trust y'all to have a whole bunch of grandkids so they can have kids. And what grandparents usually do is they spoil the kids so they can go back home riding like y'all grandparents do. And then y'all come back and we have to reprogram y'all. That's what grandparents do. So it's like a circle of life. So mommy gonna want to do the same thing to y'all kids so they come back and not listen to anything y'all say. And then y'all gonna be mad
I'm
at
like,
us.
you better.
Tainted y'all kids.
You better eat what I buy, or I will whoop you.
So you gonna take that same advice? You gonna tell your kids that, but you won't do that. Miss piece of rolls every single day. Cold piece of rolls.
Yes. The microwave piece of rolls are good.
They gotta be cold. Okay. Before we close out this episode, how long y'all keep your piece of rolls in the microwave?
1 minute and 30 seconds.
For how many? Approximately, like, how many piece of rolls?
I have like 12 or 10.
So y'all think, and they're coming out of the freezer. Let's keep this in mind. They're coming out of the cold of the freezer, fully frozen. And y'all think 1 minute and 30 seconds is enough to get it warm inside and out?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. You need more people. I've been down this road before. I've tasted a cold piece of roll, cold hot pocket. What else y'all put in the microwave?
The hash brown that we have now.
No, what else? What else? I'm trying to think. I can't think off the top of my head. What else y'all put in the microwave? Pizza. How long y'all put y'all pizza in the microwave for?
1 minute.
No, you put it on 1 minute. I watched it. You put it on 1 minute and you stopped the microwave before time.
Shia, that's Shia. She put her
So you got a semi-warm, maybe the outside
No,
edge.
Daddy, I stuck it at 17.
17 seconds.
She put all of her sauces in there.
You do it for 17 seconds or you stop it at 17
I
seconds?
stopped it at 17 seconds.
Okay, so that's what that's 43 seconds you put it in for.
Yeah.
I don't know if that qualifies as being able to get
It's warm, man. That's why.
It's what's called lukewarm. You don't want nothing lukewarm.
What the heck is
I mean,
lukewarm?
room temperature. How about that? That's another old school term, lukewarm.
Oh my gosh.
How about room temperature? You got room temperature.
Yeah, we got room temperature, y'all.
Huh? Anywho.
Yeah, like
We don't
room
have
temperature,
lukewarm.
like room temperature raw water.
See, like about room temperature water.
Room
Nasty. I like
temperature
cold water.
coffee.
I actually like room temperature water, but it's for different reasons. It's
That's because you put all the packaging.
that has nothing to do with it. It's for dietary purposes, for consumption purpose, not for being refreshed. If I just wanted to quench my thirst on a hot summer day, I would probably drink a cold glass of water. But if I want to get my necessary
Lemonade,
consumption
raw.
of water intake, then I'll drink warm water because it's easier to absorb. It's easier to drink and just take down and be done with it. Cold water, your thirst get quenched and you don't drink enough fast enough. So I like room temperature water.
Great.
Interesting fact.
I like
Fun fact.
I like cold and room temperature water. It's good.
Good on you, mate. So what else? What else we got? We coming to the end of this episode, the inaugural episode, which has been pretty interesting already. I learned that we didn't have phones, as it is.
Y'all didn't have
Didn't have phones. Okay, I guess we were born in the Flintstone age, but
Flintstone.
anyway.
But I'm saying, well,
Y'all made y'all phones out of stones. That's what y'all did.
You believe that too. I really believe that you believe that.
I'm saying that I'm not saying that y'all didn't have phones. I'm just saying y'all didn't have
What
phones
did you
at
say?
our age. Y'all like had y'all phone, got your phone.
No, because phones didn't travel with you. We didn't even have phones then. What did I get? I think I got my first phone in college. Now your mama was a little more advanced. I think she got hers. She got hers in high school. That's when they started kind of becoming more regular and more commercial. But no, back when we were younger, we still had payphones on the street. You had to call and check in on the payphone. We were like the last era of the payphone.
25 cents. to call
Or you call
somebody.
collect. But yeah, we're the last era of the payphone, and most time your phones didn't travel. Your parents just had to use a lot of prayer and trust to make sure you were okay. Couldn't check in, couldn't track your own GPS and all this
Don't have
other
phones
technological stuff. No, but I mean, you had a
Like,
school phone.
yeah.
We didn't have phones to take with us. You didn't have a phone to take to school. It was the office phone. You need to call somebody, you go to the office.
So just y'all didn't have it in your classroom?
No, we weren't even that advanced back then. No.
Dang, I just hate walking up and down the stairs. That's why I like the telephone to be in the classroom. But then when I ask them, can I call somebody? She's like, go down to the office. Like, that's what she be talking. That's what she be like. Okay, she be like this to the class because like people be asking her, can they call her big mom? So like they be like, a teacher be like, go downstairs to the office and call them like. Why can't we just call on this phone? I mean, it's right here. I don't want to go downstairs.
Interesting.
But I'm good. I'm good with going to the office. Like
Because y'all downstairs.
Yeah, I don't even know why second graders and third graders is upstairs. Fourth and fifth graders should be upstairs. Cause I'm in fifth grade, I should be upstairs instead
I'm
of
just here,
down.
ladies and gentlemen. All right, anything else you guys want to close out with and tell the people before we close this episode? No? You sure? You don't have any more goals you want to, or no, you said you want to change your life, so you don't got nothing else you want to express about changing your life?
No, I didn't mean to say that.
But you said it.
Yeah, I know I said it, but I didn't mean it.
Well, say what you mean and mean what you say. Another old school term.
I know that one.
People still say that.
It's pretty.
It sounds Teen Titans, Daddy.
Teen Titans. Really? I guess when you get they made that up. But it's pretty straightforward. It is what it is. Say what you mean, mean what you say.
No, I heard that from my teacher. I
heard that from my
Your teacher's probably an oldie like me too.
My teacher.
So let's close out with a bang. What do y'all consider old? At what age are you old? Let's see if it lines up with my thinking when I was younger. What age are you old?
50.
80.
I think you're just making it up because we had this conversation before.
60.
So 30 is not old?
No.
No.
Since when? So you never called me and mommy old?
No. That's.
Ask that person over there. She
Excuse me!
Yeah, you.
I recall both of you calling mommy old at some point.
No, I call
And I want to say, just the other day, y'all said at my next birthday I will be super old.
no.
We ain't say that.
What did you say?
I did not say
I
that.
didn't say nothing about you.
One of you said it. I want to say it was you that said I'm about to be old real soon.
No!
You didn't say that. Okay, all right. I'm not.
She's the accuser of like say. I call myself old because
You just want to be an adult so bad.
No, I don't. I want to stay kid. I don't feel like paying no bills.
Yeah, but if you want to enjoy all the other perks of being an adult. But we'll get there in due time. There's plenty more episodes to come and we'll discuss all of these things.
Yay!
16 million.
16 million, that's a lot, but I like the ambition. But nonetheless, is there anything else that you want to say?
No,
Anything else?
50
Anything else?
million.
Nothing? All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, thank you for spending time with us.
Yeah.
Really them. Once again, I'm just the moderator on another episode of Don't Argue with Children. And if you haven't figured out the concept of the show, give it time. Just give it time and give it time. Give it time.
Take your slow time thinking about what this show is about.
And you better comment on these videos.
Yeah.
Topics we should do because I don't
Yeah,
know
subscribe, like, hit the notification button, all that
And
good stuff.
comment what's your goals.
What's your goal? Okay. And how do you want to change your life at 10 or below? You got to be 10 or below. If you're older than 10, we don't want to hear your life changing goals.
Please
If you're better 10 or below, I want to hear how you guys want to change your life.
But no, only 10.
Oh, you got to wrap this up. This is how production works. You got to wrap
Only
this
10
up.
to 5 because 3
They might want to change their life too.
but they can't type.
What does that have to do with anything? All right. Once again, beautiful universe. It's been your man, the architect.
Jeshaya.
Sorry.
And until next time, as I always like to say, architect.
Ow!
Jeshaya.
Y'all can't be stealing my stuff. Y'all gonna have to come up with your own thing. Don't be like your mama. Don't be like my wife.
Peace.
Nothing. You don't have a tagline out.
Deuces.
All right, we'll live with that. By
So
all means.
today we are going to be talking about business.
Business. Ooh, I like that. I mean, that
Yeah,
give me a type of business. Okay, what about business? Let's jump right into it. This is my subject matter. Okay.
What we want to do when we get older.
Well,
Okay,
we can do it now.
There we go. That's where I was going. I was going to throw out a caveat and say, why you gotta wait till you get older? This,
You
is,
do it
this is
now.
America.
I
This
wanna
is
do something
capitalism.
now.
Yep, I can do people nails right now.
You can do people nails right now.
Just be like, give me your nails, let me paint them.
Okay. You get
Well,
some
we
side hustle,
do know how to do
side
that because
hustle.
sometimes we do be doing your nails, like polishing them.
Yeah, you practice. So that's a good habit to have when becoming an entrepreneur or forming a business, to start to practice. Because you know certain things like being a nail tech, you do have to have a state license in order to do. And if I'm correct, I'll have it somewhere in here in the caption somewhere. I'm sure you have to be of a certain age before you can start to declare for your state license. But you can practice and get your bearings down. You can start to pontificate about what type of business you want. In what area? How many do you want? Do you just want one store? Do you want a chain? Do you want to work for somebody else? So you can start doing all that right now and working towards your goals. So that's pretty cool. And yes, you got
Done.
You don't want it. I beat you. I told you I was going to beat you.
look, that was only about a quarter of an ounce or something, but
I told you.
oh, somebody's still working over here.
I
You might want to leave a little error in there, just a word of advice.
Oh.
Okay, well, we're already at, what is that? That is 39 seconds, 40 seconds? All right.
Yeah.
Any day now. Waiting on you.
I beat you though, Daddy.
You got me by here.